This is operator. I had an individual on YouTube ask me about the, what was it? It's a Bernardelli-Gardone 22 pistol, shoots shorts. I made a previous video on it, just doing a comparison between it and the size of my 45. And he got one, and he's having problems taking it apart. Well, you're going to have problems putting it back together too. I'll show you the issues that I have with it. This piece back here, well, before I start, I'm going to show you that it's cleared. Pull this back on the bottom, right here. Pull that, and you pull the magazine. Pull the magazine out.
It's a bit tough.
Yeah, it's difficult to get out. It can be, because it's not a system. There's the magazine. I think it holds 5 rounds. I'm not sure. It's empty. Now to take it apart, it has to be off safety. Pushing up is safety, pushing down is off. We'll do it that way. Up is safety, down is fire. It's not chamber. Pin's not back. To release the chamber button, there's a button on the back here, right here. Pull this, put your finger back here. It should pop out. But hold your finger on it because it will spring all the way out. Now you see how it sprung way far out here? I think that's what he was talking about not being able to get that back in. Let me push that back in, and I'm going to get it to do it again. There. Now see how it popped way out like that? Sometimes it'll jam up. And I hate to say this, but you have to take a brass hammer and tap it. Just tap it until it goes back in. Now to get the slide off, hold your finger on the trigger. If you try to do it without the trigger, it won't release for some reason. Hold your finger on the trigger like you're going to fire it and squeeze. Pull back and lift. See how that comes back all the way back to there? Pull back just to where it's in front of it and lift up, just like that. So like that, and slide it forward. And release the trigger and it will pop loose. Being very careful because there's a very small spring in here with a guide rod. Of course, when you take this all apart, be careful because this piece will pop up and out. Be very cautious about that because that piece will come out and you will really have a hard time finding it. This can also pop out. This is spring assisted. Okay, if it comes out too far and you hold the button down, that piece will come out. Don't hold that down and pull that out unless you absolutely have to. Then you check your sear, make sure it's free, make sure it moves like this one. It doesn't move a whole lot, maybe a couple millimeters. It doesn't take much. But the guide rod is cone shaped. It's larger on one end than it is on the other. You can see that. The smaller end goes on the rod first. Okay? Just like that. Now, that's the disassembly of it. That's the whole gun. That's it. This is the whole thing of it, disassembly. Of course, I mean, you can take the grips off and get to the safety and the slide release and everything, but there's no reason to. All you gotta do is oil it. And the barrel, which is oddly enough, unlike other guns, this barrel is pressed in. I don't know if you can see the grooves in it. Can you see the grooves in it? Right there?
Not very well.
Well, the same way they press in sights on a 45 or any other pistol on the slide, that's the way this barrel is pressed in. So be careful bumping that. I mean, I don't know how tight it's in there. It's pretty tight, obviously. All right, now for the assembly. You cannot put the rod in the slide to go in. You have to put the rod in the gun like that. This is where the fudge factor comes in. Get that lined up on the front where that spring's at and kind of guide it to find the rod because it'll fight with you. Like that. Once I got it in there, put my finger back on the trigger, set it down on the back, let it slide forward and release the trigger. It's reassembly. Now you see how that was real far out? This one will button up real easy now, but when I first did it, this wouldn't even move. That's where he got stuck. He couldn't get it pressed back in because there was so much grime built up on it. Because it is a 22 rimfire, you're going to have a lot of grime in it when you fire it. Make sure and clean these very well. Use some kind of floor cleaner to get down in there and clean all that out and re-oil it with real high quality lube. And then once you push it in, that button will pop back out. I'll show you. When you push it back in, that button will pop back out. You'll hear it snap. And then it's ready. Remember, it will not fire unless you have the magazine in. Put the mag in, clear it, and you're done. And that's pretty much it. I hope that answers your questions. If you have any more questions about it, just let me know. I don't really have first-hand access to this gun at any time, so I'm trying to show you everything that I can off the bat. That way, because it's hard for me to get this back. This is someone else's gun. He was kind enough to loan it to me for the video. Again, while I've got it, I'm going to roll it, make sure everything's functioning correctly for him, and then give it back to him.
Also, if you're not aware what a 22 short is, that is a 22 short.
Yep, it's a little bitty, tiny.
It's like maybe a centimeter long.
Anyway, this is Operator and MMB&M. Never forget. And Op's wife is back here making us something to eat.